Hello everyone, I'm Nilupuli Surya Bandara from Connex Information Technologies Private Limited. I'm pleased to welcome you all to today's session. We are honored to have with us Pinakin Dave, the Country Manager for South Asian countries at OneSpan. He's a cybersecurity expert and he has been working closely with the financial world. We are discussing on mobile app security and the current trends in the financial world. So let's get started. As my first question, I would like to ask, what are the trends that you can see in the modern banking sector?
Thank you for having me today, first of all, and that's a very nice question which you have asked. So banking world today across the globe as well as in Sri Lanka, it's going through a digital transformation. Previously there was a physical banking, people used to visit the branch, then it migrated to the internet banking, internet banking and web banking, and now they are migrating to the mobile world, which is there. So there is a lot of convenience which is created because of this digital transformations. Customers and consumers are doing their payments, transactions through the mobile world. They can access their application, they can access their account information anywhere in the world, and which is actually creating the speed of transactions also, and that's really important and commendable job which banks are doing it globally. However, there is a flip side of this is equally we are seeing an increase in the cybercrimes related to the mobile channel and the mobile payments which are happening, wherein we have observed that there are transactions are happening or monies are being wiped out from the accounts without the knowledge of the user. So there is always the balance which the financial world is trying to achieve. There is always a race in achieving the balance between the convenience of banking as well as the security of the transaction, which is.
So yeah, since you said about cybercrimes, I would like to know what kind of modes that we can use to execute these cybercrimes.
Real problem which the banking world or the payments industry world is facing is the platform or a mobile application is their property. However, the environment which it resides onto is not under their control. There are different OS, Android and iOS applications are there. They are basically connecting to the unsafe networks, Wi-Fi. They are downloading some side-loaded apps, the gamewares, malwares, untrusted applications. They click on some untrusted links on the messaging applications which are there, which actually allows to download the side-loaded applications, which actually tries to communicate with the mobile banking application or the payments application, and try to hack into the account information and wipe out the money without the knowledge of the customer or the consumer, which is there. So this is a very major problem right now the banking world is going through, and there is a equal responsibility from the customer, consumer, and the organizations who's providing this platform, which is banks and the fintechs, for safeguarding those interests, which is.
If I may ask you about the precautions that these banking sector can take in order to prevent from such fraud.
So basically, let me tell you. Your regulatory industry, regulatory agencies like the central bank and some of the other agencies are doing a fantastic job for educating the customer, and they have been sending very frequent messages saying that do not click on the links, untrusted links, ensure that don't share the OTPs, don't download the untrusted applications. So there is a responsibility at the customer level is there where they need to follow the cyber hygiene, and they need to keep their devices clean. They don't download the gamewares or the malwares affected applications onto the device where they are doing these payments or the mobile banking. They don't connect to the unsafe networks. Having said that, there is an equal responsibility from the banks should be there, ensuring that the platforms they are providing, the mobile apps they are providing, are hardened in such a way that no matter what any kind of a mistakes with the end customer does it, their application is safe and secure. Even if in a hostile environment, the application cannot be intruded. Application is shielded with certain security parameters and the features which are there. Which ensures that no external intrusion can happen to the mobile application, and so that the financial transactions are safe and secure.
How can OneSpan help the banking sector to prevent from these kind of frauds?
We have been working very closely with the banking world globally, and we have been studying the trends, what's happening, what are the different kind of malwares which is affecting, what are the modus operandi for the frauds which are there. We have been there on this earth for the last more than 35 to 40 years, and so because of this, we are exposed to the different modus operandi of the frauds which are happening in the world which is there. Now, having said this, we do the continuous research and try to the update our solutions and the products which secures and shields the digital platforms of the banking world, and provides so those native securities, and ensures that there cannot be an external intrusion. For example, we have got the mobile app shielding. It's a wrapper which wraps around the APK or IPA file or the mobile application, and which ensures that no external intrusion can happen. For example, no screen overlay attack. Recently, there was a digital fraud which was happening, which actually utilized the screen overlay technology. The screen overlay is you are doing a banking transaction, all of a sudden there is another screen which is coming on that, and by mistake the customer clicks on that screen, and then there are malwares gets downloaded, and which actually reads your entire transaction details remotely. Okay, so what we do it is, with the help of this app shielding, we ensure that there is no third-party screen overlays can come on your application. Your code is obfuscated, no one can read your code of the application. No one can read your application remotely. There is a KYC fraud usually nowadays is going on in the market, which someone will just the fraudster will send a message saying that, hey, your KYC to be done, and if you don't do it by evening, your services will be stopped. So the customer gets confused and they call that number, and then they just say that, okay, you download the remote access applications, like some of those the applications which can remotely help you to view the screen. The moment you download that, the fraudster sees the entire phone screen which is there, and that's where he can see that what kind of a user ID password you're typing it, what kind of a transaction you are doing it on a mobile app, and that's it. You are giving your entire financial world in his hand which is there. So what we do here is, even if by mistake customer downloads such applications, fraudster try to take over the mobile app, we ensure that that particular when you try to invoke the mobile banking app on that remote access application, the screen blanks. Okay, and that's where no one can remotely view the your mobile banking application or the payments application. That's the another way we provide the protection which is there. We also provide the hooking prevention, which essentially ensures that your traffic is not intruded between your application and the mobile the mobile banking server, and there you are not prone for any kind of an attack which is there. Like such, there are many parameters are there. So we have a layered approach. We go with a 4-layer approach which is there, and ensure that your mobile banking application is safe and secure even in a hostile environment, wherein if by mistake customer is connecting to the unsafe networks, downloading some unsafe applications, clicking on some unsafe links, still your application is safe and secure. That's very important, and so eventually you are safeguarding the customer's interest.
So as my final question, I would like to know if you can explain how OneSpan helps organizations comply with regulatory requirements regarding mobile app security.
Yes, absolutely. So the regulatory agencies are doing a fantastic job. They have been time and again doing the research and coming out and guiding the financial world, saying that how their applications to be safe, secure, and not only safe and secure on a static basis, but on a runtime basis. Runtime means when you're using the application on a runtime basis, there shouldn't be any attack, and it should be protected. So what we do it is we continuously work with the banking world. We share different trends with them. We guide the banking world and the financial world, saying that what precautions they should take it. That's the first thing. Second thing, as I said, if you have the app shielding kind of a solutions which shields the app and ensures that no external intrusion can happen, and this is where you have certain guidelines defined by your central bank. It says, for example, you should be protected against the the debugger on the runtime basis. You should not have the screen overlay. Your application should not be viewed remotely. Your code has to be obfuscated. So all those features which is defined by the central bank, we actually help the banks to comply with the help of this solution. And the most important thing is, while the app developers might try to meet those compliances, but that's one-time activity, which is the threats are prevailing, so as the different fraud methodologies are there, which is prevailing, it's changing. What we do it is, what we bring in is, we do bring in a continuous research to such methodologies which are there, and we keep tracing globally, okay, and then we try to fine-tune the solution, bring in those intelligence to the solution and deliver it to our customers well in advance, so that they are well updated, which is there. So that's why we call it as, we bring in the protection on a runtime basis rather than just a static protection, which is there. So that's very important for the organizations, those who are focusing on the banking job and not onto the technology research. We do our technology research and transmit this knowledge to the banking world.
I think you shared a lot of valuable information with us, so thank you very much.
Thank you. Really appreciate your time. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me, and stay safe onto the digital world. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.